The Dark Ages were the period of time that followed the fall of the Roman Empire. The Dark Ages were the beginning in a period of time known as the Middle Ages, and the Dark Ages themselves lasted from the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 AD to around 800. And this was a period of time when culture and society in Europe developed very slowly, or barely at all. The cities, bridges, and roads crumbled, money was no longer used, most people lived and died in the same villages that they were born in. After Rome fell in 476 AD, Europe basically fell into the hands of barbarians. They were Germanic people from northern and eastern Europe. There were also Huns, who were fierce nomads from Central Asia, and there were also Vikings from the far north. And these were the main groups who were milling about Europe after the Roman Empire fell. When Rome's government collapsed and barbarian groups took over Europe, there was no centralized government to provide protection, which means that law and order was completely lost. With no organization and order, there were no cultural or scientific developments that happened during this time. As a result, trade declined, economies collapsed, and new regional languages formed, including French, Italian, and Spanish. All in all, most of the political, social, and cultural achievements made by Rome were ruined. It's very important to know that with the collapse of Rome, the only common organization throughout Europe during the Dark Ages was the Catholic Church. There was one bright spot during the Dark Ages, and this was a ruler named Charlemagne. Charlemagne ruled a Frankish kingdom, so this is around the area of France, from 768 to 814. He was a Catholic knight, and he created an empire that ruled much of Western Europe and created some stability in the region. He served as the Holy Roman Emperor from 800 until his death in 814. And that was the title that he got when he helped Pope Leo III regain control of Rome. In response to his help, Pope Leo III gave Charlemagne the title of Holy Roman Emperor. So this map shows you where Charlemagne's kingdom was. And you can see everywhere that is in yellow, those were areas that he added to his control while he was alive. So he controlled a significant amount of Western Europe. Because Charlemagne was able to create stability under one government for such a large area, there are a couple major accomplishments that he was able to do that no one else was able to do during the Dark Ages. He organized the government, religion, and the courts around him. He himself judged cases, he made laws, he led armies, and he protected the poor. Another important thing about Charlemagne was that he wanted to revive learning, so he pushed for education for all children. He also led the cavalry, which is the military on horseback. Charlemagne is said to have caused a Carolingian Renaissance, and that is a revival of art, culture, and religion, like a mini Renaissance before the revival of the arts in Italy centuries later. However, once Charlemagne died, this mini Renaissance ended and Europe went back into the Dark Ages.